If you've watched the ZM channel for a while, you'll be well aware that I am a CM Punk mark. I'll cut the shit and just elaborate that today we're covering every single WWE game attire for CM Punk that I could find. If I missed some My Faction bullshit, blame 2K for putting it behind a paywall in a shitty game. Let's go. This sounds odd in concept, but in dead last at number 28 is Punk's last match with Cena gear, because we do not acknowledge that Saudi match. This is his final gear in the 2K15 showcase. This entry begins the plain kick pads round. You're gonna see a lot of these plain kick pads here in this generic hoodie, because Punk is totally checked out mentally in WWE at this point. The yellow and white trim is the only color here, and it looks fine, but nothing special. It's just going to be a color that you're going to see way too much in this video. We're still rocking the generic hoodie and kick pads here for number 27, Hell in a Cell 2012 from 2K15. But Punk had this weird thing with Hell in a Cell where he wore orange trim trunks quite a lot. I don't think it's a bad look for him at all, it's just nothing memorable. I'm already circling back to my All-Stars Arena rankings that you can watch right here for number 26, and this alternate black and orange trunks with generic kick pads is super derivative of the prior entry. At least it was fun to play as though. Our plain kick pads round is still going strong at number 25 for the Elimination Chamber 2013 in 2K15. The generic hoodie is still here, the plain kick pads are plainer than ever, but the trunks are admittedly pretty cool. You know, just basic red, white, and black get up here, nothing crazy, but it's pretty appealing. Right back to Hell in a Cell for number 24 with our first set of unique kick pads in the video, and they're a little underwhelming. White trim and 2 orange stars, you know, at least he got the classic Best in the World shirt and a pretty stripped down orange and black set of trunks missing the white trim. I think Punk has spoiled us a bit with his return gear because these gears right here are underwhelming in comparison. These aren't horrible, but it's definitely nothing special. More My Faction bullshit is occurring for our 23rd entry, 2010 Masked Punk. And I will always appreciate more attires in a video game, but I think I preferred another SES masked attire that we're going to cover a bit later in this one. This gear is clean though, the mask looks fine and the white and black trunks are pretty cool. The lack of unique kick pads though kinda kills this look for me. We've got Survivor Series 2011's recreation up next, and this is a significant costume for him in history, but man, I'm already over this fucking yellow gear shit. The way it works as an accent color here with the white and black is pretty nice, and the Best in the World shirt is always a winner. This attire is just nothing legendary. Numbers 21 and 20 take us to Night of Champions 2011, and we've actually got a throwback merch shirt here to the WWE 13 DLC attire. Granted, you know, we're rocking even more fucking yellow gear, but the kick pads look awesome, so it's a step above our last entry. The trunks look kinda ugly though, if I'm being honest, and the stripes are like oddly patterned, but it's not all too bad. Number 19 is the ever so memorable teal and gray color scheme from his first match with The Rock at the Royal Rumble. We're still rocking the generic black hoodie, but the teal and gray gear is such a unique color scheme for Punk, and I wish he ran it back more often. It looked pretty sick here. Moving on, we got a really random but nice little Raw attire. He's recycling the Money in the Bank 2011 kick pads, but using a pattern swap version of the matching Money in the Bank trunks. Black base with red and white stars and a blue racing stripe. It actually looks really great to me. This is one I don't remember at all, but I really enjoy it. We're back to 2011 now for SummerSlam, and this red and white color scheme for the kick pads and trunks is super basic, but I enjoy it. It was almost showing the dichotomy of Cena and Punk's rivalry in a way, having both men wear red, but Punk has majorly black base colors. That's actually kinda cool. I'm sure I put too much thought into that. The Best in the World shirt is also always welcome on this channel. Number 16 is our first default attire I've covered in quite a minute today, and we're looking at SVR09 here. This is definitely a work in progress in terms of Punk's tights, but I appreciate the simplicity here. The single red stripe mixed with the light blue Chicago flag is nice, and sure, you know, we've got no kick pads, but in return, Punk's got a super old merch shirt that I completely forgot about that looks just like a tattoo flash. This is super different from the norm. Our top 15 starts with the gear worn in the birthplace of the Shield, Survivor Series 2012. The generic hoodie and recycled inverted Money in the Bank 2011 trunks were expected here, but the real highlight of this package is the fucking awesome red and black kick pads. It really looks like the Virtual Boy graphics to me. These kick pads are fucking awesome. AEW representation has arrived on the ZM channel, and Punk's gear in Fight Forever is a really mixed bag to me. I appreciate the little decal on the hoodie. It's a little stuff like that that's always nice in these games. And the trunks and kick pads are very unique. The lining on them is super different to his WWE gear, and the blue and red colors pop a lot. The problem I have here is that he had so many better attires in AEW than this fucking one. Literally any of his shorts attires were awesome. The long boy tights, the black and gold trunks. Like literally I would be so stoked if he just brought back the white shorts for WWE. That would be awesome. 13 is yet another default attire, this time from 2K14. The hoodie he had on here was very distinct and fitting for this era, but the generic kick pads mixed with the trunks colorway just looks a bit odd. The hoodie also kind of reminds me of the Walmart Kids version of the yellow GTS shirt that I had growing up in school. We've got like a weird blue and orange trim trunks situation going on here, and Punk looks like he's about to join the fucking Astros. How fitting is it that number 12 is our WWE 12 default attire? This orange and black affair is really derivative of the All-Stars alternate costume, but this one is a bit brighter and almost reflective looking. We've got red X's on the wrist tape as well, and unique matching kick pads. Honestly, this is a super clean look for him, nothing to scoff at all. Just missing our top 10 is the ever so iconic Raw 1000 attire. I vividly remember sitting down to watch this as it happened as a kid, and deep down knowing that this match was not gonna have a finish to it. What I love the most about this attire is twofold. The monochrome trunks and kick pads are kinda sick, but the In Punk We Trust shirt is my favorite Punk shirt ever. Y'all know I've been a Punk mark forever now. Number 10, we've got yet another monochrome deal for Punk here, but this is SVR09's alternate attire, so the trunks are a bit more simplistic from our last entry. And we're missing some unique kick pads, but honestly, I have a lot of sentiment for this specific attire. He looks like the lead singer of AFI with that haircut, and those trunks are very Hot Topic-esque. Moving back one game for number 9, and it's SVR08's debut Punk model. This is again pretty sentimental to me. Punk was my main in SVR08, and this gear is super basic, literally just red trunks with all black details, but I love it. It's a sick look for him, and this is super nostalgic. I think if I could add anything to this though, going back, I'd add the old school stamp letters that he used to have on the back of his trunks. 2K24's default attire is number 8, and this is a really cohesive look for him. Granted, I don't like any of his return era merch shirts that he's had in the past 4 years, but the gear here really matches the shirt, and that's a great detail to me. The kick pads look awesome, and the white lining there really pops. The trunks are very basic, but they match everything else, so there's nothing really wrong with this one. I'm just not attached to it at all. Numbers 7 and 6 are making up our SVR 2010 round here. 7 is this black and blue gear shown right here, and I think this looks awesome. There's not much to explain here, but genuinely I don't remember if this is a beta attire, an alternate attire, or some dickhead just made a Superstar Threads video without labeling it. So please, correct me below and refresh my memory on this entry. Number 6 is very memorable though. This is that Batman gear, the gray and yellow trunks. These trunks look beyond cool here, and the matching kick pads just tie everything together. I love this gear every time I see it in one of my videos. It's super Batman-esque. This is on point. Our top 5 is upon us, and SummerSlam 2012 takes 5th place here. Genuinely, this might be the best Punk attire from a SummerSlam before his return. To my knowledge, this is the first iteration of the Bret Hart tribute gear. The pink trunks and matching kick pads topped with my favorite merch shirt is just some god level type shit. Just missing the top 3 Punk game attires is Night of Champions 2012. This pinstriped look is so distinct and memorable. The trunks and kick pads are absolutely legendary, and the hoodie actually kind of works here. This is something I wish he tried out more often, to be honest. More regular changes to the base trunks and kick pads while keeping the same decals would have been a great change of pace for him in terms of attires. Our top 3 is here, and our bronze medal goes to our SES mask attire from the DLC of SVR 2011. Straight off the rip, this mask looks fucking awesome. I can't articulate why I like it more than the My Faction mask. Maybe I like the bold white lining and the nose decal better here, but the winner is the awesome fucking mint green accents on the kick pads and the trunks. That's an awesome color that he never really did all too often, and he's gotta run this one back. Our runner-up for best CM Punk video game attire ever is 2K25's Bret Hart tribute gear. Take everything I said about number 5 on the list and turn that shit up to 100, because holy shit, this gear looks immaculate. Granted, the merch shirt is a bit lame, but accurate. I just can't get over those kick pads and those trunks. The lining is just like Bret's 97 gear, it looks so beyond cool. This is the most I'm ever gonna glaze 2K for doing anything ever in one of my videos. I have no interest in covering 2K games on this channel, but this entry right here is me throwing y'all a bone. Before we get to number 1, I wanted to take a brief look at our unranked attires round. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. This is mostly just B-roll showing the recycled gears throughout the series. Exceptions were made for specific recycled gears, but these right here did not make the cut for the video. Over 24 attires have come and passed, and we're only left with WWE 13's default attire as the best CM Punk game attire. Was this ever in any doubt? This gear is so fucking legendary that he brought it back to fight Cena this year. Everything here is impeccable. The best in the world shirt, the matching gear, this is as close to perfect as we're ever going to get in a WWE game. If I had to pick an attire to be added to a future game though, it would definitely have to be the Misfits decal shorts. Those were super awesome, nobody remembers that they happened, but they'll never get worn again for copyright shit. In conclusion, this video was a massive labor of love, and it's a series that I could see myself continuing with your support. What's y'all's favorite CM Punk attire? Let me know down below, I read all my comments, and take it easy y'all.